standing at 4, 8, 12 people live. And 19 people remote. That's 17 if you take me out. And as Hunter noticed, we're going to try things a little bit differently today. This first part of the meeting is pretty short. We just have a few things we want to communicate to you. So while we're waiting, you can sign in for attendance now. That way, as we go through stuff, we can go right into the rest of it. I'm going to move this out of the way a little bit, I think, and we'll go on with the rest of the class, and maybe you guys can get your attendance out of the way so we can save ourselves about 5 minutes on the back end with other things. All right, so today is the 17th. Hopefully a QR code will come right along with us, and I believe I am actually recording. I am. Good. And I guess maybe I should be... Can you guys hear me without the mic? All right, so I don't even need to bother with that. All right, so we're recording. Calendar, we are here. Submitting is current except for attendance on Friday, right? Your last status update, your last 2 status updates are still being graded. We're going to get those done by hopefully Thursday night. Everything else should be right. So if you are having problems, I have a message from at least one person in there for something that is missed. I will fix that. So just let us know so we can get everything up to date. Only one thing left after today, right? We have today to do presentations. We have the 20th to do presentations. And we are done. I guess we're actually a little bit beyond that arrow as well. So our schedule, everything's been assigned. We have 8 today. We have 4 on Friday. The 8 today are Institutor, Open Circuits, Tutor Base, Elephant ID, Virtual Electronic Music, Poll Buddy, Lyra, and Walla CodeNet. So hopefully we'll get through those. Like I said, I'm trying to get that started pretty quickly. That's why I'm letting you guys have the QR code now. We will move on with that. You are welcome. And Friday we have the rest. Smart Rider, BrokerBot, Temperature, PyClarion. It really does help the presenters to get feedback from a lot of people. And they're actually pretty interesting. So I'm hoping that everybody stays for at least a couple of these presentations, a couple of days of presentation. And as far as the reward goes, if you attend in person, today I brought shirts as well, but I didn't bring call for code shirts. I brought some actual RCOS shirts. So you guys are welcome. Anybody who is attending in person or who shows up before we close down for the day in person to see some of the presentations, you are welcome to grab a t-shirt until sizes are out and quantity is out. I think I have enough for everybody in the room now and a bunch more beyond that. So if you guys are going to run down here to see some presentations, please feel free. Actually, that first line is wrong. Friday was your last status update. If you have late days, you can still turn it in through tomorrow night. It was due on Monday. You can use up to 2 days, so you have through tomorrow night to get it in. Please get them in if you need it. We're still working on attendance. We only have today, last Friday, today, and next Friday to go. Remember the final commit summary. This will count against you if you fail to turn it in, right? We want to know what things you want us to consider when looking at your open source grade. Include links to your commits. Include links to issues you authored, commented on, replicated. So long as there's a trail in the issue that has your name on it, that's good. We will take it. If you do wikis or you do tutorials, as long as they're published and available on an open source license or a C by CC, Creative Commons license, we will count those. Again, this is open, it's active now. Take your interim submission if you did one, submit it right now, today. That way you get the points for submitting it, and you can update it as you go along up through midnight on 8/20, Friday, 11:59 p.m. Okay? I don't know how late course evaluations are going. The communication hasn't been all that great this semester, but if course evaluations are still going, we do get feedback. We take a look at those. For a class this size with 70 people, we would expect to get, about 90% of you. Well, actually, we would expect to get about 80% of you. So we'd expect to get about 48 of them. I haven't looked at it. I don't know how many of you have filled it out, but please do so. And I think this is the final thing of interest. You guys know we had about 8 mentors this semester. Hopefully you talked to them. Student mentors. We also had some faculty and staff mentors and people from IBM, and we had lots of really great mentors. Where you come in as student mentors are valuable, and we need them to help us continue running RCOS every semester. We have over 120 students signed up for RCOS already. That will probably grow in the first couple of weeks of classes. We expect probably about 150. So, that means we need 150 is about 5 or 6 rooms. We need 2 or 3 mentors per room. So if you're interested, fill out this mentor form. The QR code for it is hidden behind the venue QR code. We will take a look at it, and we will get back to you. But in general, if you've taken RCOS a semester or two, we really could use you, and we do expect you to do a little bit more of the overhead work of helping us run the course, which cuts back on a little bit of the open source contributions you need. But we try to make it a nice balance. So grading rubrics a little different, but I think you can talk to any of your mentors and see if there's interest. Anyway, we will be running this through about the first or second week of the semester, but there's no reason not to do it now. Let us know if you're interested. Just keep working, keep presenting, and I think that brings us to our schedule for today. Are there any questions before we get started? Hunter, Nia, do you want to say anything about the mentorship program, or?
It's a great program. It's good to be a mentor. I don't know. It's not super difficult as long as you have a pretty good understanding of everything. You can handle it. It's definitely really helpful to coordinators and making RCOS a success. So highly recommended.
It's not requirements. So how does it go? Event happens where the damage is incurred.
It really is. It depends. You were to flood or break anything, that would be on you. But again, if you wanted to get renter's insurance for any flood or for any damages to your personal belongings, you can do so. Me personally, I go for my insurance.
I thought that was an echo. I was trying to figure out where that was coming from. I turned off my my microphone and everything. All right. If there are no questions, Nia, you wanted to fill in anything else, or?
I think mentorship is a great thing to do for RCOS. It's honestly not a huge time commitment, and if you want to get involved in the student leadership of this organization, and especially since we acknowledge that mentors have responsibilities of grading, and so we take that into account. If you're taking RCOS for credit, and the requirements for open source contributions and stuff, we take it into account. So I think it's definitely a good thing to do. I did it, I think my second semester in RCOS, and I've been doing it ever since. Mentoring is great.
And as far as requirements go, we do expect that you've been in RCOS at least once. Twice is even better, but once is good. and that you're willing to help out and that you know something about some technologies. You know, we're not, you know, this is like the undergraduate mentorship program in any course, right? We don't expect you to be teaching the course. We do expect you to be learning and helping. All right. I think with that, it is 1:42. I'm going to dismiss those of you who aren't interested in sticking around. Institute Tutor, I think you guys are up. I'm going to start shutting down the venue stuff, so let me know if you didn't get it. And actually, I'm going to blip the recording